So, people have been up in arms because Gwyneth Paltrow went on a podcast called The Art of Wellbeing with Dr. Will Cole. And she talked about her morning routine. And she said she has an early dinner and fasts, probably until, well, I can't remember what time she said, but she does a good old fast. And she then has a black coffee, some celery juice, and maybe some bone broth. She then does a sauna for maybe 30 minutes and then works out and then carries on with the rest of her day. And then I think she said for lunch she maybe has a soup. Well, people are not happy with Gwyneth's routine because they feel she's not having enough calories or enough nutrients or whatever. Well, look, I tell you what, Gwyneth probably is getting enough nutrients and calories, definitely enough nutrients if she's having bone broth and celery juice and soups. I think the reason why people are very upset is because it's different to perhaps your routine or my routine. It is different to my routine. I normally have a coffee in the morning. I have athletic greens. That's a bit like a celery juice, I guess. And then I normally don't have lunch until a bit later as well. And I guess, maybe I have a protein shake for lunch. So, it's kind of similar in some ways. I don't sauna in the morning because I have to go to work at a certain time and I'm too lazy to get up earlier. But I think sometimes when we hear these things, it holds a mirror to ourselves. People also get a bit upset with Gwyneth because she really talks about health a lot. It's her new career, and they feel, well, she has no right to talk about it because she's not a doctor or a medic. But people are allowed to be in the wellness space if they're not doctors or medics. Equally, some people were a bit upset because the chap who interviewed her is called Dr. Will Cole, but he's a chiropractic doctor. But again, in the US, that's normal. Dr. Joe Dispenza's a chiropractic doctor as well. Not all doctors in the US are MDs. So what I would say is if you found yourself upset by what you heard or angry with Gwyneth in some way, it's probably time to reflect on your lifestyle and why that angered you. Is that because your routine's different? Gwyneth is someone who really focuses on her health and wellness, more so than most people probably. And yes, she has the time and the money and the resources to do that. But even if you don't have Gwyneth's bank balance, I certainly don't, there are little things we could all do. So you might go, well, actually, I am maybe going to do a bit more exercise in the morning and that's going to make a huge difference to your health, or I'm going to wake up early and journal, or I'm just going to do a cold shower and get my lymph going. So don't let the time and the money be a barrier to health. Have a look at what you can do and then implement it.